35 degrees, the first race of the World Tour season. 5 stand, and 1 mistake could cost everything. He wasn't the most aggressive. He wasn't the most spectacular. He was the one who understood exactly when to attack and when not to. This is the story of how Jay Vine won the 2026 Tour Down Under. In a race decided by seconds, intelligence made the difference. The first road stage rolled through the undulating roads of the Barassa Valley, terrain perfectly suited for the sprinters' teams to impose total control. The early breakaway never posed a real threat, and the peloton stayed compact until the final sprint, where Tobias Lund Andresen showed timing and raw speed to claim victory. Meanwhile, Jay Vine stayed almost invisible, always well positioned, protected from the wind, far from danger. He wasn't chasing headlines, he was protecting stability. Corkscrew Hill was the first true battlefield for the general classification. Short, steep, and unforgiving, the climb quickly stripped away domestiques and forced the contenders into direct confrontation. That's when Jay Vine made his move. He attacked decisively, without hesitation.
Now he goes. Filippo Zana's followed him, but this is it from Jay Vine. This is the moment people were talking about. Now he's gone by himself. Let's look back at the gap. It's Jonathan Narvaez going after him. So Jay Vine picks it up hard as well. Narvaez is going after him.
Only Jonathan Narvaez managed to follow his wheel, and together they built the gap while the chasing group hesitated behind them. That combination of climbing power and tactical cooperation made the difference. Vine didn't just win the stage, he took control of the race and shifted the pressure onto everyone else. Stage 3 offered rolling terrain filled with repeated punchy climbs and constant changes of rhythm that drained the peloton more than they appeared to. There wasn't a single decisive ascent, but there were enough accelerations to test positioning and team depth. Jay Vine didn't fall into the trap of reacting to every attack. He rode with maturity, allowing his team to absorb the pressure and conserving energy for what truly mattered. Time gaps remained small, but the stage reinforced one thing. The leader wasn't just strong, he was composed. Originally planned as the Queen stage with the iconic Wollonga Hill finish, extreme heat and fire risk forced organizers to shorten the route and remove the decisive final climb. Without that traditional uphill showdown, the race transformed into a test of endurance under brutal temperatures.
A crucial thing after just a few kilometers of racing, Jonathan Narvaez on the deck, and I hate to say it, but out.
The pace remained high, the peloton fractured, and every rider battled both rivals and the heat. Ethan Vernon claimed victory in a reduced sprint, but for the general classification contenders, survival was the real objective. Jay Vine didn't attack, and he didn't expand his lead. He simply endured, stayed focused, and defended the jersey on one of the most dangerous days of the week. The final circuit around Stirling was long, rolling, and nervous. The perfect terrain for desperate attacks from riders still hoping to overturn the standings. Breakaway attempts launched early, and repeated accelerations tried to isolate the race leader. But Vine's team remained disciplined, controlling the pace and shutting down the most threatening moves.
Back, the Czech rider. But then this happened. 2 kangaroos running straight into the middle of the peloton, and wouldn't you know it, for the second day in the
In the uphill sprint finish, Matthew Brennan powered to stage victory. Yet the defining image came moments later, as Jay Vine crossed the line without conceding a single second. It wasn't a victory built on daily domination, but on precision, effort management, and calm execution under pressure.